I have been asked this question, why do people fail? And I've been thinking about this, and I know I've made videos on this topic before, but I think, the older you get, the more experiences that you go through, the more trials and tribulations that you have in your life, you learn some more. You get to a certain point where you have a new outlook on life, a new perspective. A little bit of the arrogance and cockiness can be taken from you, the invincibility, especially when you're young. You think that you can take on the world, that there's nothing that can stop you, that there's no force that's gonna hold you back. Then you get hit with something called life. And life has a tendency to, kind of slap you around a bit and put you on course, and it's something that is unshakable, something that is unavoidable. It's something that you can't hide from. It doesn't discriminate. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter how wealthy you are. Doesn't matter the color of your skin. Doesn't matter your gender, how pretty you are, or how ugly you are. Life is a constant, and we're going along for the ride. So what makes it enjoyable? What makes it a positive experience? Well, that's the key word right there, right? Positive experience. The key word is not positive. The key word is actually experience. See, we decide whether an experience is going to be positive or negative. We have that choice. The experience itself, the event itself, will always be the event. But how you respond and react to that event is really what dictates whether it is a positive or a negative experience. So what does all that have to do with why do people fail? Well, the reason why people fail is because they choose to interpret events and experiences as a negative, as a failure, as a sign that they need to stop what they're doing and go back to the rat race. I made a video called My Failures, where I chronicled not only after graduating from college and getting laid off twice in corporate America, not being able to, with a full-time job, afford basic things like health care. Oh yeah, I had health care coverage, but couldn't even afford the co-payments, the deductibles. Or things like when you're on a job and you're working full-time and you tell your co-workers, oh no, don't worry about me, I'm going to eat here at my desk because I want to work hard. And when they leave, you pull out either a sandwich or some chips that you took from home because you didn't have enough money to go to lunch with everybody because you needed that money for gas just to get to work. Those type of experiences. Or the point when you get to a home-based business and you don't have your expectations managed, so you go ahead and think that you're going to be rich in 30 days. I love what Tim Sells has said. He said critics of network marketing try to say that you have a better chance of winning the lottery in Vegas than you do of making money in a network marketing home-based business. And Tim Sells' response to that is, it sounds like a logical statement, but that statement right there is assuming that joining a network marketing business and having success in it is based on chance or luck, the roll of the draw, and that's not the case. It is completely dependent on what you actually do. It has nothing to do with luck, but your work ethic, drive, and desire. And people join a network marketing company like it's the lottery, like they're rolling the roulettes or playing blackjack in Vegas. They join multiple programs hoping that one day they're going to have success. That's not how it works. It's not based on chance. It's based on work. And people have that expectation that, they expect after 30 years of their life, they're where they are right now. Think about wherever you are right now is the sum result of every decision you made in your life until this point, including your bank account. And then they wake up one morning and say they're not happy with their life. They join a home-based business, and then what? They don't make $10,000 in 30 days, they quit. They start complaining. They blame their upline, their downline, their sideline, the company, the compensation plans, the product and services, the timing and positioning. It's always somebody else's fault. They never blame themselves for lack of marketing skills, lack of a business sense, on taking a pen and pad out and writing down your goals, and then what does it take to meet those goals, and are you willing to put the time in to make that happen? Oh no, they don't take that into account. Everybody else's fault, therefore I quit. That is a failure. That's why people fail. Number one, they don't manage their expectations. I was like that at the beginning. I failed many times in network marketing, but I wasn't defeated. Failure does not mean defeat. Failure is an experience to learn some more knowledge to better yourself the next time around. You guys understand that? It's not the end. The reason why most people fail and they stay that way is because after they hit a bump or they fail, they stop and don't move forward. They quit. I had people tell me, Brandon, you know, you're a tough nut to crack. You stay longer in situations where you should have left months or years ago. What I say to that is, when I make a decision, and I'm committed to that decision, my father and grandfather always taught me something. You finish what you start. You finish what you begin. Until the wheels fall off. Until the job gets done. That's my philosophy. So I don't care what experience somebody else is going through. I don't care what my upline is doing, and if they quit or they got something else or they think the grass is greener somewhere else. I don't care what they have to say about me. They can do whatever they want. I have a job to complete because I started it. I finish what I begin. And if that experience is a failure, which I don't believe any experience is really a failure, it's just an experience, I choose to learn from it and then do better. Let's look at the last 3 or 4 companies I've been in over the last 5 years. I've been one of the top producers in every company. And each one I've gotten better and better and better and better. And I look along the way to people that I cared about who were there with me on each one. And I look at the one with the first big failure that we had, right? The first big failure where my partners got frustrated and they quit. And I didn't. And I kept moving. Now I look years later and we're over here, but I look back to those guys, they're still here, or worse. They never moved forward. So you build off of each experience to the next until the job gets done. I made a video called Focus on the Goal and not the task. Focus on the goal. The goal is freedom. The task is what it takes to get to freedom. The task is what vehicle are you going to use? What plan of attack, what plan of action are you going to use to get to the goal? And if that vehicle's wheels fall off, do you turn around and go home? No, you find another vehicle to hop on and make it happen until you get there. We just experienced, I will consider, great success in my last company of Vitel Wireless. I was able to walk off my job full time, earn 5 figures a month income, be ranked in the top 3,000 money earners in the world in network marketing. Helped a whole lot of people ease that financial burden on their homes. Hundreds and thousands of people. Some people that never made money before was able to make some money from home. Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, full, any background you can think of. The company was one of the fastest growing companies in 2012. But some things that have a beginning have an end. And the company reached a point where it just couldn't go any higher. Now, understand what my goal was. My goal is 6 figures a month. That's the goal, at least. That's the beginning stage. That's when I reach 6 figures a month, that's when it begins for me. Right now, we're just on the road to get there. But when we get there, that's when we begin. Some of you may not understand what I mean by that. I don't have time to get into it right now. But on our way there with Vitel, we only could get so far. And now we're in a new vehicle, the Shopping Sherlock. And this vehicle is going to be able to take us even higher. Now, of course, my goal is the same. Whether or not Shopping Sherlock makes that happen, it remains to be seen. There's no guarantee. But I know my work ethic, I know our team, I know what Power Team Marketing can do, and we are going to make it happen and go for it. But if it doesn't happen, do I, take my ball and go home, cry about it, go on Facebook and make stupid, silly, ignorant looking posts all day long? You know, some people are hilarious to me. They have left us months ago, but they can't get over it. They still talk about us. They still post about us. They still take jabs. They still post things on Facebook, and it's like they're the biggest cheerleaders, standing from the sideline booing while we're still on the court making it happen. I don't even know what company these guys are in anymore. It's just like they're just our cheerleaders. I like it. We got that attention. But for us that's in the trenches, that's making this happen anyway, that's what's important. Doesn't matter what everybody else is doing out there. But again, even Shopping Sherlock is the task. It's not the goal. It's the vehicle to help us make that goal a reality. And most people aren't willing to go through the hits that it takes to get it happen. Life is going to hit you. Life's going to knock you down. Life's going to stomp on you. Life's going to beat you up. Life's going to stab you in the back. Life's going to have friends who look you dead in their eye, tell you one thing, and a week later completely do the opposite. Life is going to throw you a curveball. But it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with what happens to you that makes you a success. You are a success. The more failures you've had and you're still here, the more successful you're gonna become. If you have failures and all you do is talk about not only the failure you had, but somebody else's failure or some other company's failure, you will always be a loser. If that's the only thing coming out of your mouth is how somebody else is not doing something, you are a loser. Focus on the goal, not the task. Why do people fail? Because they fail to continue to move forward. My name is Brandon Ivey, Executive Leader in Power Team Marketing. Bye-bye.